All right, folks. Hello. Welcome to Coach Vee's morning session over here on Sunday. This is the last day of August 2025. You cannot believe this whole year, almost 8 months, it's gone by. And we are here talking about various aspects of your personal life, your professional growth, and your inner bliss. I'm here back again at 6:35 now a.m. Pacific Standard Time on the West Coast in the United States, and I'm very excited to connect back with you again. It's not easy to find time and resources to put together a good show, and I am sure that I have not been able to do so for you, but I just don't want to miss connecting with you all. So here I am, live from a very small town in the United States, almost 15 hours north of San Francisco and 5 hours south of Seattle. This is a beautiful morning. It's not sunny right now. It's going to be cooler, it looks like, for a while. And I am excited to talk with you, be with you, listen to you, and connect back with you. Remember, almost every weekday, which I do generally come, last week I have not been able to, I do a short conversation to spark your interest in culture shocks topics. And on the weekend, Saturday and or Sunday, whichever is possible, I have been trying to do a longer conversation for an hour or 90 minutes conversation on various aspects of culture shocks. I am very excited to be here again today, and I don't have any guests today, but hope one of you can just join in and jump on the stage if you were interested in having a deeper conversation, all in real life, in the sense like you have a real topic, real concern, real question, and we will have a real and raw discussion. This is Coach Veee. You are more than welcome to send in your email or message to me if you'd like to join in on the weekend conversation, and we would be able to schedule a conversation time at your convenience to ensure that we have that longer conversation. Fair. You're all invited. And today's focus, you see, I have you be you and I be me. That is one thing I must ask everybody to practice, because practice maketh both man and woman perfect. And everybody needs that practice, because we forget what we are sometimes and what we want out of this life. It's a good reminder. I'll play my public announcement to begin with for everybody, so you are tuned to the conversations that I'm interested in. And if you're interested in listening to my podcast episodes that are revolving around the culture shocks topics, I have 5 audio formats of my podcast series Americanism Unzipped, streaming on YouTube, Culture Shocks USA. Don't forget to check that out. Listen to it, and if you have questions or pointers that you want to talk about, you are more than welcome to send me your suggestions and questions, and I'll jump on a call. Here's my public announcement for you all. I am Coach Veee, the creator behind Culture Shocks, a brand new venture designed to connect with audiences worldwide via social media. My main aim is to create a dynamic, interactive platform for learners of American English and those keen on deepening their grasp of American culture, along with the broader concept of culture shocks. Through Culture Shocks, we will explore opportunities to engage with individuals from every corner of the planet, utilizing social media to build bridges of understanding, unity, and diversity through authentic discussions about real-world topics.
We are set to bring these conversations to you through various channels, offering live interaction via audio and video calls, leveraging platforms like YouTube, Patreon, and Spotify. Your support means the world to me. Join the journey by sharing your stories with Coach Veee on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube, and more. Stay tuned for posts, stories, reels, shorts, and an array of engaging content designed to enrich your learning experience. I'm excited to accompany you on both your personal and professional paths as you dive into the rich, diverse world of culture shocks conversations with me. Thank you for being a part of this journey.
Right, folks. So, what is you be you and I be me? Where it comes from? Well, I think it comes from your own personal thoughts, personal sense of conscience. When you want to be yourself, you want others equally to be themselves. You can't be yourself, and people won't allow you to be yourself unless you also allow them to be themselves. And this understanding, if you reach out, you hit a milestone in your life. And not only an understanding of this state of the mind, but actually practicing it in everyday life. It's very important. When you walk in a store, you walk in the market, you walk in a public space, or walk in a personal space, in your family space, at your friend's place, at your relative's place, you want to be fully aware of everyone's existence, including yours, which entails you need to give everyone else the space to be themselves. It's just not the bubble space, so as to prevent you from catching on germs. But more than bubble space, there has to be that space in your mind. It's not a physical space alone. It is more than that physical space. It's the space that you want to give in your mind, wherein you allow others around you to be themselves, others around you to question you, engage with you, interact with you, have a conversation with you, be curious about you, because you want to be equally inviting, curious, engaging, and conversational with other people. So sometimes silence does that trick. It is important that you play that silence game. You let others be themselves. Let them reveal themselves. Let them talk to you. Let them question you. Let them interact with you. Let them reach out to you. You don't always have to reach out to them. Why should you be the only one person reaching out to them all the time in the room? That's the shift in your mindset that you must have in order to have that mindset of space. Have that you be you and I be me. It's a deeper state of the mind, a higher level of milestone that takes years of training, exposure, experience, and perhaps school education to give that personal, professional, spiritual space to others equally well in both personal and public space. Some people do practice it only in the public space, not at their family homes. Some people practice the same in the family space, but not in the public space. They have two different faces for the people and for their families and friends. Let me tell you, if you have learned that your masks help you beyond becoming yourself, and you can attain that state of mind through wearing masks, then you are totally wrong. You have to have one mask, the God-given natural mask. You be you, fully you. And that is when you'd be able to consciously connect with folks at the deeper level. That is what will allow you to be human, because you're born human. So don't try to play God. Don't try to play a dog either. Some people do like to play that time and again. And I wholeheartedly feel the pain or the pleasure they both have. So no, knowing what you know about you, knowing what you want out of you, knowing what you want out of others, gives you the fair stance on understanding, maneuvering, and navigating in the life. Most of us are confused most of the times. Just because not that the world confuses us. The world will always confuse us. The world is confusing. It's continuously shifting. What stands with you and what shouldn't, what must not confuse you is you. That means you must be grounded in your reality. You must be rooted in your reality. And that should not shift, even though, of course, learning takes place even at your end. And you are growing, you are evolving. But your ground reality of who you are should not shift. Your identity should not shift. Unless that identity was wrong to begin with. You did not get the right training. And you want to shift that identity. You want to be better. Because becoming better than yesterday, making things better than what you found last time, is the only way, the best way in my opinion, to serve as a human being, to contribute as an individual. So go ahead, try the very basic minimum I would encourage you to do is to be yourself. But be means becoming you should not discount the fact that everybody else is trying to be themselves as well. They are trying to become themselves. They are also in the process of becoming. Right? This is Coach Veee, and I would love to connect back with you on one of these fronts. If you have any question, comments, suggestions, please feel free to leave it in message. You can jump onto the stage right away and find me on social media, wherever you are, and hit me on all those spots and connect with me in order to have a deeper, real, raw conversation. Nothing hidden. Nothing with a mask. The way you find me on a social media app, right now, streaming or not, you will find me exactly in the real life. I don't wear masks. I wear one mask, and that is all I call me. Every time, every moment, everywhere I go. That's my signature of me, who I am. And around that thought, I think it is very important that I move on to the next segment for today's conversation. The larger question I would like to get from you in, I think, becoming the larger question is, we all have that question, who am I, what am I doing here? What's my purpose in the life? Why am I here, right? Where am I from? If you haven't started those questions and you are just lost in the questions about your life, just because career pushes you, the job, frustrates you, then I think you are still on the lower milestones. The larger, bigger milestone you should hit is the question, why are you here? Who are you? What are you expected out of? And those questions should not haunt you, rather inspire you to seek, to understand, and to be better than yesterday, better than last moment. We all make mistakes, my friends. We all make mistakes all the time. But some do repeat it time and again, and that's not fair to you. If you're repeating your mistakes, you're becoming mean and meaner to you yourself. Don't repeat the same mistake that you must have learned from. Okay? So ask away your curiosity questions and let's have a hearty, healthy conversation with Coach Veee. Again, those folks who have joined in later, I must remind you, my first debut podcast, Americanism Unzipped, is streaming live in its audio formats on YouTube. And the podcast is all about Americanism, American culture and language, which is giving you a deeper dive of various aspects of American culture. 5 various aspects I have touched so far, so 5 episodes are streaming there, and the next 5 episodes are in work. I'll be releasing them soon, both on YouTube and Spotify. So hang tight and be curious and send in your questions. And I'm inviting every one of you, any one of you, with an intent to help you help me, with an intent to grow with me, with an intent to grow with you. Have that conversation and learn from each other. So look out for the next 5 episodes. It will be coming out pretty soon, and I would be able to, this is August completely. I think I'm going to focus releasing those in September, all of them. And hopefully I'll bring you, I have a few of the guests already lined up from different professional domains to come and have a discussion with me. And I am working on those pieces as well. But I think my first, task is to release my next 5 episodes. That will be a complete podcast series after that. There are several projects on the mind and in the progress, and I don't want to miss any one of them. I think there's a lot to talk about, and there's a lot to engage about. Let's see who is online and is willing and is able to jump onto a call. If anyone, let's see. Holy moly! Let's see. Oops, what? No. Invite. Right. And for the folks, those who have joined me later, let's play it for you.
I am Coach Veee, the creator behind Culture Shocks, a brand new venture designed to connect with audiences worldwide via social media. My main aim is to create a dynamic, interactive platform for learners of American English and those keen on deepening their grasp of American culture, along with the broader concept of culture shocks. Through Culture Shocks, we will explore opportunities to engage with individuals from every corner of the planet, utilizing social media to build bridges of understanding, unity, and diversity. Through authentic discussions about real-world topics, we are set to bring these conversations to you through various channels, offering live interaction via audio and video calls, leveraging platforms like YouTube, Patreon, and Spotify. Your support means the world to me. Join the journey by sharing your stories with Coach Veee on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube, and more. Stay tuned for posts, stories, reels, shorts, and an array of engaging content designed to enrich your learning experience. I'm excited to accompany you on both your personal and professional.
Do you have my narration coming in now, Avinash? Oh, lovely. Good. Thank you. Welcome to the stage, Avinash. I think we are meeting here first time. What brings you to Hello Talk?
Yeah, meeting for the first time recently, but we have already met.
Met before, yes, because I've been off this conversation channel for a long time. I sometimes either forget, I get busy in the other things. And I appreciate you hopping onto the stage. You must know for declaration that our voice audio is being streamed on YouTube. And if you are not comfortable with that, you are welcome to not have a chat.
Right, it's okay, it's totally fine.
Thank you very much, Avinash. So, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. How about you?
Lovely. So, what keeps you busy these days? How is the weekend going on?
Yeah, it's going great. What keeps me busy is like Monday to Friday I'm working. So
Okay.
keep me busy.
Monday, Friday's work is good. You know, it's a routine that keeps you on a pace. Yes. Anything exciting this weekend you planned? You have kids and family?
No, I don't have kids. I'm not married yet.
Okay.
I haven't planned. I'm just planning things. It's in the pipeline going on, calling the sellers and everything. So it's still in the pipeline. I don't put it in the universe. I'm just keeping it to myself.
Of
I'm
course.
still planning. Yeah. So let's see how things turn up.
Very good. Very good. So, what normally brings you to Hello Talk?
So generally, what like I used to when I was not working, then I used to practice French
Ah,
because I speak French also. So I used to practice and make a lot of conversation with people, try and listen them because I believe when you have a conversation with someone, the basic thing is how they pronounce certain words or
of course.
how they articulate things is the most important aspect of learning a language. I would say language assimilation comes when you are seeing someone. If I'm seeing you when you're talking, your facial expression, your body language, your hand gestures, of course, makes a lot of difference while you are talking or learning a new language. For me, French was a new language. I learned it over the years, so it was a great experience, and that is what makes me come at this stage, not particularly not Hello Talk, but wherever I find people, if they are speaking French or English also, by the fact that okay, I can speak, but maybe not that fluently, or maybe I lack some words or vocabulary, whatever it is.
Oh, Avinash, I don't blame you. It's been more than 20 years I have been in the United States and I'm still learning English. So it's okay. It's okay to learn because the more you know that you don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
And
The moment you realize okay, you don't know something, that's better to learn.
yes, sir, very much.
Great.
Very much. So, what are your thoughts these days about your, not your basically, what's happening into the world?
In terms of geopolitics, or
Yes, exactly. I think you're interested in. I'm sure you're about to tap into.
I'm like I read a lot, not a lot, but yes, few things here and there. So primarily, what matters me the most is um, what India has for the world, and what the other things are offered to India. So if a growth story of Bharat, I would say, is something which excites me.
Okay.
Even if I believe yes, you being an Indian, of course, you just have that XYZ card, and people go there and settle. Of course, they have their own choices, but I believe that what I've been reading in and out, it will be quite a tough time for people who have just left India and back in US. I'm not uh, warmonger or something, but it will be tough days for people who are there. I'm just reading a lot of stuffs, news, and maybe more, but yes, that's the inside of it. People are not really, I would say not safe, but the students who are going there are like nowadays not finding jobs, and then of course the AI comes into picture. So a lot of things happening, but yes, I believe what Trump missed the part that okay, if he wants to pressure India and then get something out of it. I think he was mistaken. The leadership is quite good. It's not before 2014. It's after that. It's changed a lot.
Right. I agree and disagree both at the same time with you. Have you watched a movie called Everything Everywhere All at Once? It's a sci-fi comedy movie, focused on Asian, Chinese primarily. It's a Hollywood production, and there's a lot of message that comes out. And why I'm bringing it out is I agree with you that there's a lot of tough time for the folks everywhere in the world, particularly with the tariffs that's being levied or planned for India by the US. That's the part of the geopolitics we see definitely. On the other hand, you see folks, those who have moved, you brought in that also in our picture, to the United States, and they have been going through hardships in one or the other ways. And it's not just about tariff and employment. It's a fair sales marketing. I think I lost Avinash. Let's see if I could bring him back again, Avinash. Whoa, well, we had a weak Wi-Fi or something. No worries. So one definitely thing that connects is yesterday I was having a short call with one of my cousins who is in Canada, and he was equally excited to talk about it, and we see everything playing in the global order and on the news media. We've been seeing it for last at least 4 months, more solidly after the Operation Sindoor between India and Pakistan. What I would suggest is, yes, I agree, it is all true in the local context. Local in the sense that local in the now time, like last 6 months, 4 months, or a year. Or now time for the next 3.5 years, because Trump is going to be in the power for the next 3.5 years. So that's the locality I'm zooming on to. In terms of local time and local space, that is very contextually right. But if you see it in the very, very long term, politics, diplomacy, or in terms of the long term emergence of the world order and emergence of global order, wherein India plays a more vital role in the global order, and wherein America, as an American, I am an Indian, now naturalized American. And to me, I love both these countries, right? And Indians in general, they love the whole world. They don't want war. We are trained with the thought process of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. That means the whole world is our family. We must look out for everyone. We must help out everybody. Nobody is our opposition. Everybody is us, right? And from that perspective, if you see in the long run, I think US is doing what it befits, suits its purpose, and I support that. And India must stand and do what it is doing to suit its purpose. It's not about losing or winning. Yes, in the local temporal and spatial sense, it looks like somebody is losing, somebody's winning, some people are having hard time, some people are having bad times, But in the long term, this has to happen. This must have happened. If it doesn't happen, there's another aspect. The crisis gives the real true leadership a way to emerge. And if there was no crisis such as this, you would not shine up. Today, Prime Minister Modi is visiting Japan and China and all other places. He's done a fabulous job traveling around the world in last several. I think this is his third term.
Yeah,
Third term. So he has built that background to be where he is today. And I think if you ask him in his personal space, even though he may not be happy with the sour relationship right now with the United States, he would tell you he's very happy to be where he is today, with how everything is unfolding, even through tough times. Because it's a very tough time for Indians as well, in general. People living in India have that very tough time, because not only Americans or people living in America have tough times. And if you ask in personal space, an average Indian born and raised in America, Native Americans, they are going through tough times because of the Trump in the power. But I think I support Trump because he must be in the power in order for the future. Because there are lots of things on the ground. Perhaps you and I see it locally. Again, remind you, local context of time and space, it may appear contradictory. It may appear that this is bad. It should have never happened. But no, if you look at it in the long term, this is exactly what is expected out of this time.
As an Indian, I'm pretty happy because Biden started it, and then Trump maybe made a mess of it. Maybe, I'm not sure. I will tell, of course. See, I might not be using the good words or what, mess or something. But the point is, the way things unfolded after Operation Sindhu, and we almost destroyed the assets of the Americans, of course, based in Pakistan. The F-16s, F-35, we are not buying it. Of course, we are not buying it. The old assets and the not flying objects, so we're not buying them. Of course, India is not someone who can be bullied upon. So, and recently, I believe Trump cancelled his Quad meeting. He will not be coming in. That's okay. He is isolating the US citizens. They have to pay for the tariff. They are the ones who are suffering, of course. And see, it's not about the world, Trump, and all those things, but I believe it's about the respect which you give to the other person. Whoever he talks as in he's the supreme leader. It's not.
There he's totally wrong. His attitude sometimes does come off very bad. And in general, there's a lot of people, even within the United States, he's not a great fan of that. But I tell you, he has good intents. He has good intents.
I'm having good intent. Anybody, I am having good intent. I use ruckus words here and there. It doesn't matter. It's the way you present yourself. Nobody looks how good intention you have a good intention. I know that you have good intention towards your family, towards someone else or XYZ. But the way you present yourself is what matters. The way you articulate your sentence is what matters. He is the president of the United States of America, right? He has to respect another democracy. People have chosen him.
Of course.
Or the other, for example, when the South Korean president was there, so he was saying that I have my cards, if I show my cards, and then they will be in problem. It's not like kids are not sitting here.
Here, Avinash, why he is president today is because he is always been like this. People love him for his raw attitude.
So does raw attitude mean saying disrespecting someone?
Sorry, no, not at all. That should not happen. Disrespect should not happen. But when it's about constitutional election canvas, as you see, remember the days of Lalus. I don't know exactly how old are you now. I used to be in Bihar in all those years when Lalu and Rabri ruled. And I did an article then, actually, in the local magazine. And I saluted him for what he did. Even today, people don't realize why someone would salute Lalu. If he did not ruin that Bihar would not have been better than what it was today. So someone has to play a bad guy to be better tomorrow.
I don't buy that logic. If Nalanda University would not have been burned by that shitty guy, Bakhtiyar Khilji, do I mean that the other universities in India would not have flourished? That's not a logic which I buy. I'm so sorry.
No, you don't have to buy. And exactly, the question is not about agreement or disagreement. Question is, it will happen. Nobody was able to stop Bakhtiyar Khilji. Nobody was able to stop Lalu. That had to happen. It's in nature. And Trump is not going to be stopped. He's going to play. That's what I'm trying to say. The nature, what I'm saying, the nature has to play. You cannot stop. The quakes don't have to happen. The floods don't have to happen. The mountains that slide sometimes, and recently I just heard, last week on the way to Vaishno Devi, the mountain slide took place and close to 100 people perhaps died. No, that should not happen. But happens. This is what I'm saying. Don't look at it everything in the local context. If you elevate yourself, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm not saying it. I'm not looking at a local context. I'm just telling that for something bad has happened, and then we say, okay, something bad has happened. Then we get an opportunity. We find something into it. That's not my perspective.
We should not find opportunity, and we should not wait for bad things to happen. When I'm saying, of course, that, hey, it happened, so bad things happened, so good things followed. I don't mean to say that bad must happen. I don't mean to say people must disrespect others so that we learn how to respect others as well. No. What I mean to say, there are things that are designed in the nature, by nature. It's gonna happen and nobody is there to stop it. We must learn how to cope with it, what I'm saying. We must learn, say suppose somebody's mental health deteriorates, okay? And he or she completely, because folks in America have called Trump to be mentally, challenged as well, the way he talks, because freedom of expression is one thing we must learn from America. I can walk today in a market. I'm a brown foreigner. In any community I walk in America, and I'm identified as I'm not local. The beauty of this country? In any community today I walk, anywhere, I hold my head high and talk with them with respect, and I equally get the same respect back to me. And nobody is going to take me into the parking lot. Can I be this guy back in India? I've lived there too, and I visit there as many times. But one day, if I express myself really well in public space, I might be beaten to death. That doesn't mean it doesn't take place here in America. So the context of where you speak, how do you talk, where do you talk, it's always relevant. That even in America, you have to watch yourself. No place is safer for you unless you make yourself a safe, person.
That also applies in India.
In India, everywhere. Yes. So I'm not saying that it's completely bad over there or completely better over there. But I'm saying in life in general, for a common person, without much of a, much of an action, like larger population can move smoothly, live comfortably, speak completely honestly, and still they could not be hurt easily. Larger population. There are corner cases, outliers everywhere, even in this country. And when you and I can meet in personal space, then you will learn the best of it. But in the public domain, as we are having a conversation right now, I must say, I don't mean to say that bad things to happen. He does not have to be. If I were his confidant, I'd say keep quiet. Do what you want to do, just keep quiet. You don't have to talk. Where he messes is he talks. He talks sometimes really too much, and he talks sometimes real nonsense. But I think he plays with his election, constitutional voters. Those who want to hear him like that, those who play with his America First, strategy.
Yeah, it should be a country should put a person should put his country's always.
Of course, yeah.
What my perspective was when I'm not getting every time here and there. Like I'm busy in my work, of course. But whenever I hear him, any president coming there, sitting there, any prime minister, I feel as if it is a respect, and mostly in general, I've seen not in terms of US, it's like the white supremacy, right? Back in Iraq also, the mass destruction weapon, nobody found it. Neither they will. Or maybe somewhere around the globe, they said, okay, NATO you come and you'll be like, then USA says, okay, Russia is our enemy, and then you buy uranium, fertilizer and everything, and you put tariffs on India. Like, that is really, people are watching them. They have internet, they can search it, they know what they are doing. I don't think so any country other than US has messed up with the world like this.
And who is allowing US to mess this up? Who is allowing it?
They had their forces, they had their...
No, the world is allowing US to be the bully. So today when you stand, what I'm saying, today when India stands and call it out, US cannot do much. If you use the right tool, like what happened in Iraq, what happened in Pakistan, US was able, a bully, when you go to school, I'm just talking in simple terms. If you go to school and you meet a bully, how do you tackle the bully is in your hands. Bully may be bully, but you must know your tools how to handle that bully.
But you cannot defend a bully, no? Right? You cannot say that he's a bully and they
know. No, we can't defend. I'm not defending nobody. I'm not defending his bad behaviors. Bully is a bully, and no bully should be tolerated.
I'm not talking specific person.
Yeah.
I'm talking about administration. I'm talking about in general the presidency or the United States of America, which has been acting like a bully all over the years. May it be anything. Maybe I'm not aware of a lot of things. Maybe the ISIS was created.
Yes,
or
of course.
Iraq happened. Maybe
Okay.
Middle East happened because of them. Of course, it happened because of them. The prices increased because of them.
I think we are in it together. It's not one country is playing. If a bully on a school campus is allowed to be bullied, the whole system is responsible for that.
But I think the primary responsibility of that is that of the bully.
No, I think a school principal is responsible. He is the one who can fix that bully.
Acting as the school principal is also acting as the bully.
That means world gave that power, the bully to be bully and to be the principal. The world needs to fix it. What all I'm saying is we all have to fix it.
Of course, the world order is changing very fast. It will be.
And that should be the way, if a bully is allowed to be bullied, then stop the bully.
So it's going on. It's like the world order will change very soon, and
Uh-huh.
people will realize, okay, now they are knowing more out of it. Now they are knowing what exactly happens behind the curtains, right? Why that war happened, why the Afghan war happened, what
No,
happened.
I wouldn't say that now people know. People have known this right from the get-go. What all I'm saying, and that's where I take the naturist path, a humanist path, is you will not have cops without thieves. The relevance of policing is gone if there are no thieves on the streets. Cops are relevant because there are thieves. And thieves don't exist because of just the cops, because they have their own reasons. So what all I'm saying, that let the nature play. You be an observer, you do your best. Say, when a Bihari went, where are you in? Which state of India today? Sorry? Uttar Pradesh. Uttar Pradesh. You know how UP is Bhaiya and Bihari is Bhaiya, or UPites and Biharis when they go to Bombay are converted into as if they are outcast. When you go, I have personally experienced those things. What does it say? The biases will always be there in the world. We will never have a perfect world. There will be some bully, there will be some policing, there will be thieves, there will be good guys, there will be bad guys. And my proposal to anybody into this world is you be your best. If you think somebody's bullying you, you be the best and stop the bully.
Maybe it's time.
And that doesn't say I shouldn't reflect, and that doesn't say I should support bully. No. Per my vision, per my knowledge, yesterday I was having conversation with my friend and he's like, are you still going to go vote for Trump? I said, of course, because you don't know the local politics here. If I would sit with you and tell you that why I suppose Trump, that doesn't mean I don't support Democrats. I support them in their different ways because I think a fair balance between governance and opposition is important. I'm a voter. I can vote anybody. That's the franchisee. But then at times you shift gear because you see that imbalance hurt you. And that's what my expectation is there. I don't see US to be an independent just one country. US is the hope of the world. US is an aspiration of the world. Today we are pointing fingers at US being bad if it's bad. It's because we don't expect bad things from good people. We don't expect powerful people to be bullied because they are already in power. It becomes worse if powerful people or powerful person becomes a bully. Yes, today it's worse. Sorry?
US already made the things bad.
Right. So what I'm saying is this is where we must play a balancing act. This is we must emerge. This crisis gives us all an opportunity to be better and to say thumbs down to bully. Whoever it be. Did India like Russia invade Ukraine? I don't think so. Ukraine, and you know what, as a human being hurts me more when I listen about any war into the world, is think of the children, women, men, innocent people, those who have nothing, they are just poor enough to lead life every day, they want 2 times meals, a roof over head, some clothes, some guarantee of life. They are being killed. Forget about that. I'm a Bihari, I went to JNU, and I had friends from Kashmir. Great friends. Muslim friends I have. Even over here. Now imagine a terrorist. How a terrorist is, born. People living in common family homes. Why they used to be, or they are triggered to be terrorists at times. If somebody comes to my family today, I'm trying to just live my life. Say, suppose I'm from Bihar, in Bihar, somewhere, and my family is trying their best to live life. And somebody comes and robs me, takes my land away, takes my, property away, hurts my family. As a human being, as an intelligent human being, sometimes I'd say, forget about it. That's what my dad did most of the time. We were robbed a couple of times, and I would say my dad that, why? What's happening? Well, don't worry about it. We'll build more because perhaps they needed it. So they robbed us. Right? But if somebody got killed in that incident, what do you think a kid of 5 years gets impacted how? Do you think that kid, 5 years, 10 years, who is being bullied and being badly treated, he sees or his or her family to be treated socially bad, outcast bad, will they not take guns? Will they not take bad paths? Sorry?
And is it the only option available?
No, that's what I'm saying. Anything that child, innocent child, can take any route, good and bad paths. You can't control it. Right? I am saying how these bad elements grow up to begin with. How they come into the existence. All bad elements come into existence because the world allows it. We are all equally responsible, what I'm saying, for bad manners, bad behavior. If my child today shows disrespect to someone, it is my fault as well, not just the child. And I can definitely say after 18, no, you're an adult. You are responsible for your behavior. Go change it. If you don't change it, you're going to hurt yourself and you're going to be accountable for that, right? But I am not looking back and reflecting about me and my behavior that influenced my child's behavior. I'm not saying somebody is wrong. I'm not saying somebody is right, and I'm not saying at all that wrong is right. Wrong is wrong is wrong, will always be wrong. But we must all look into and be better, because sometimes if you ignore the wrong, you're also wrong. If you ignore the wrong, you're also wrong. Today, you are able to point out the finger at China. Today, you are friends with China. When 1962-65, when China deceived India under Nehru's term, after the agreement, they trespassed all over, claimed territories, right? And did we ignore? Because we were not in power. Sometimes people ignore because they are not in power. Today, India perhaps is doing what it is doing because it is in the right place. It has found its groove. And it can call out. So that's fine. And if US is wrong because of its policies across, I think, in my personal opinion, I must say, because I know the hope of the world and aspiration of the world that US has been or tried to be, they take the torch of the freedom everywhere into the world and human rights. They should look up in the sky. That's all. Stop the local politics here on the planet. Disengage from everywhere into the world. My proposal to America, and that's how I voted Trump, is because I will, because there are policies that I definitely like his policies, not the global politics policy, but internal home politics, is we want to look up in the sky, period. Forget about Russia, forget about China, forget about everything else. But if you live on this planet, you have to engage, certainly to a certain extent, with the global politics. We were not expecting Russia in 2025. I mean, when he started in 2020, I guess, or 21. Why did he start it? Well, within his rights, perhaps he did what he thought was right. But in 20th century, 21st century, people invading and playing the politics of expansionism, like China, says Arunachal Pradesh is mine. Right? They show their map with Indian territory becoming their part. You shaking hands today because diplomacy works for you. And that is fine. Because it's a chess. Ultimately, the life, politics is bigger chess. And we must play our best everywhere. I'm not saying India is doing anything wrong by shaking hands with China. There is nothing wrong. But as an American, I have to gear up, right? I have to be better at what I'm doing. I have to watch out for my interests, right?
Of course, like just you mentioned that why did Russia is doing expansionism and everything. What I read was because the Ukraine wanted to join the NATO and some countries pushed, okay, you go ahead and we'll put you in NATO. Suppose what if in my neighborhood someone parks a tank or an AK-47 keeps an AK-47? Should I like keep sitting and wait for things to happen?
Okay, there are two aspects, yes. As a powerful nation, as a powerful neighbor, you are in your fair right, like Russia, in their fair right, took the right action, because powerful nations do. But if it is my territory, that's the game. I go back to the context of Bihar. Suppose I have 2 acres of land.
In the context of Ukraine and Russia only, yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So if Ukraine won, of course, I have another front where I support Russia. But I'm saying if Ukraine wanted to join NATO, I mean, he's a foolish, stupid comedian. He really made mockery of his country. It is a failure of Ukrainian people's democracy and failure of the leadership to begin with. I must declare it to begin with. It was, I don't know which administration, where in which country helped them and how it all started and enabled and disabled. Ukraine should not have happened to begin with. This is a comedian mockery.
Yeah, because the country, like, of course, US was, okay, go ahead and we'll make you join NATO and then pulled it off.
Yes.
That's because of United States of America.
So that's a comedy. He didn't understand the deeper politics. No, culprit is Zelensky. He got played because he did not understand. That's what I'm trying to say. Always as a leader, you have to see a vision for your country. Long term. Not 5 years, not 15 years. You have to have vision for beyond 100 years, 200 years. You have to understand your identity.
Who made a fool out of Zelensky?
A fool can be fooled by anybody. They are ready. If I write here, I go on dates, and I play and act in a way I'm stupid here, people will make fool out of me. It's my fault.
So the person who is making fool, for example, I'm making you fool, right? Now,
Yes.
right? So I know it's your responsibility, but on my part also I'm wrong.
Yes, you are. But that's what the nature plays. A big guy eats a big fish, eats a small fish.
US did wrong.
Yes.
One has to accept that yes, it did wrong. If Ukraine did wrong, accepting that okay, we'll be joining NATO and giving all those shits and all those things.
Yes.
But US also played their own role.
Well, the world should have known in last 100 years since World War I and II. US sells weapons. It's a business country, capitalist country. Wherever they have opportunity, they'll sell it. It is your job to know what you're getting into when you're buying weapons. When you're allowing a country to sell. Yes, it's the same exact, analogy everywhere. If I allow on my dad was a lawyer, and we had properties here and there, and just a short story cut short, he would generally not rent to anyone and anyone, never his own close relatives, because he would say, if you rent someone who you know and they are close relatives, you never know, they're going to just grab it and they would not even pay rent and they would also claim the ownership later. When you know it's going to happen, why would you do that? That's exactly the same thing what happened with Ukraine. He did not. The stupid president didn't know that.
The person who made the other person stupid is also the culprit, right?
No culprit. It's just a power game. I'm saying nature. If you go in the water, my man, okay, here, go to the Himalayan terrains, the jungle, and there are lions. You don't carry a gun. The lion is going to eat you. Right?
But I don't defend it. Like
I'm not saying I'm defending anybody. As an observer, wrong is a wrong is a wrong. I shouldn't be selling weapons to the world. But I do sell it because I have new technology and I think people are ready to buy.
I'm not sure how
Sorry?
some weapons near the borders or whatever the place is. I will defend my place.
Oh no, and I'm not saying, that's what I said. I didn't say Russia did wrong. It has full right to defend itself. I'm saying for whatever reason, it should not have happened. Anyway, Akhilesh, who is also on the line, and I'm sorry, we get so passionate about everything, and it is very fun to have a discussion. And we'll come back to, let me finish my thought, and then we'll come back to have Akhilesh's thought a little bit. What I'm saying is, Ukraine should not have happened, period. You know, it has hurt globally and initiated everywhere. But I support Russia in different ways, you know. If today, Bangladesh, what happened this year, early this year in Bangladesh? What was going on in Sri Lanka, China parking their ships? What India did? Exactly what Russia did. Russia went more aggressively about it because it knew it was in a place, power, position to do it. And America continued it because of its business interest. And when there is a stupid, somebody says, I am stupid, everybody's going to make use of you. Okay, go ahead. Sorry, I'll let you. I don't want to continue just talking on one way. Go ahead, Akhilesh. What you've been listening to, and Avinash, go ahead.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, I'm also really interested to listening to international politics. So you guys then go ahead and talk about this.
Sure. Yes, Avinash. No, I don't know exactly. I know because what position you are in the sense like mental state and, geopolitics observer in certain ways, in your family, in your personal life, in your career growth, and we all have our opinions. What I say, everybody's right. That's why I ultimately come back to. I say, hands up, you're right, I'm right. That's okay. Because it's, after all, nature is playing its game. And to me it looks like, and that's where my friends, some of them to a certain extent, they hate me right on the second, and two minutes later they'll, oh, you were right. In the sense that if you let everything play their best, that's the nature of the nature. To us as intelligent human beings, we analyze, overanalyze, and localize and, globalize and see it in the context of profit and loss. Nature does not see it in just terms of dollar values and rupee values. I believe in the theory of consciousness. We are part of a larger consciousness that exists in this universe. We are bare minimum specks of those reflections, expressions of consciousness. Somehow, consciously, I am acting in certain ways. Even now, the words that coming out of me and you are consciously governed through universal design. And I must accept, yes, consciously, as an individual, if I'm saying something wrong, I must correct myself. And I must evolve, become better. But things that has already gone by, happened. Zelensky, if you talk to him in personal life, as a human being, he will tell you he made a grave mistake. His own self in his space, how he destroyed. That country is now destroyed for another 200 years or so. Whoever rules there doesn't matter. And destruction does not only mean loss of lives. I don't support any war to begin with. I don't like war, no fights. But what happened in Operation Sindoor? I think they deserved it. And India gave a befitting reply. I supported that my way, in my opinion. Why? Not just because I'm an Indian by origin. Not just because I'm sitting comfortably here in United States and I can say anything. No. Because anyone who challenges your day-to-day life of a common human being deserves a befitting reply. Because common population does not deserve to be threatened on streets. They don't deserve threatened by mobs and terrorists anywhere here and there. So any country system that supports it should get a befitting reply. And sometimes people play that deeper play. I mean, the guns that go there all over the world, bad. Here in United States, 2 days before, there was an attack on Catholic Church. A Christian attacked a Catholic church. Gun is a bad thing. I wish America did not indulge in making those guns and supplying guns and weapons. But if it doesn't, somebody had to keep the world in an order somewhere. I don't support governance at all. I don't support boundaries and national boundaries. We should dissolve it all. Let the self-governance take place. There will be chaos everywhere. Don't you think so? India, an Indian philosophy of self-governance, if it takes place even within India, take away Modi out of the picture. You don't have a replacement for him now. Yogi is not ready. There will be chaos. Right? So now your Mohan Bhagwat is saying he is not support of 75 years of retirement in politics. Right? And that is fine because you need a leader.
Mohan Bhagwat says.
Sorry?
Mohan Bhagwat says that I'm not going to retire now.
Yes. So I think, yes, I am not right, but I think I'm not wrong either at this current moment. I totally support my country now. I'm a citizen of this country. I support US moves, but I disagree with all the nonsense Trump is doing outside this country. That means in global politics, we should pull out of global politics as much as possible and focus at home turf and inspire the world again through true leadership focusing in the sky. The whole world comes to United States. Even today, all around the world, I've come across people from Australia, New Zealand, European countries, anywhere. Everybody wants to come to America. The reason? The facilities here you get here. And I don't see America to be just a country that can exist without the world. No. It exists because the world exists. And America can do better by focusing in the sky. Look in the space. So coming back to Ukraine and Russia conflict, what I meant to say, I was damn sure there won't be any expansionist war such as that happened in Ukraine. And I was like, this is going good. Let America focus in space. We go on more space missions. You do explore the universe and continue to innovate and discover tools and technologies. Even India has been doing better. China has been doing better, But all of a sudden, this war comes into the game and everything now catapults in a different direction. I'm sure. Sorry. Go ahead, Akhilesh.
I saw that news that in New York Times that there's a statement that Trump's wants to be Nobel Prize, so that's why he prescribes to Modi
I think that is where he is overdoing himself. Someone who wants a prize, deserves a prize, should not want it. It's completely out of human's character to ask for a prize that he or she deserves it. Prizes are always given to those who deserve it. And I think that's out of a presidential character that he's looking and asking the world to give him Nobel Prize. I totally disagree there. Yes, he should not ask for a prize. If the world knows he deserves a prize, then the world will honor him. Right? The world will honor a good, deserving person. And that's where he is overdoing it. It doesn't behoove his character. But that's him.
Yeah.
So, Akhilesh, what brings you to Hello Talk today? How are you doing today? What's going on?
Today's Sunday, so I just off today and just out with my friends. So it was fine.
Okay. Anything exciting this weekend for you besides listening to passionate people talk about politics?
I'm also like, I'm preparing for civil services, so that's why I read a lot of different news and all the time for UPSC.
Okay.
So I'm just enjoying from this news app.
Oh no, of course. It's important to have that awareness and intelligence. Yes. No, there's no disagreement with anybody. I hardly disagree with people because I think everybody's right. But it's important to know the distinction between good, bad, and ugly. And I think we should settle, and I agree completely with Trump that he doesn't want war anywhere. Since the day one of his presidency, he said he does not want innocent people dying every day in the war. And I totally agree with him. We innocent people fighting for life every day do not deserve war. No. And I think Russia is not being fair to Ukraine either. It's not Russia can finish the war in one day. If they want it, they can finish the war in one day.
Yeah.
But they don't want to finish the war in one day. It looks like everybody just, well, in Hindi, where are you from? Do you understand Hindi?
Yeah, from Uttar Pradesh.
Yes. So in Hindi, there is people saying that if there is a bonfire, everybody wants to, apni roti sab sek rahe hain. So even Russia is not helping out the situation. If they want to end the war, they can end the war in one day, either by being really bad or being really good. Powerful players want this to continue because it's benefiting them in different ways. So it's not a war of destruction. War of destruction only for Ukraine. Everybody else is benefiting outside.
Yeah, exactly. It's not a war between two countries. It's all about European Union and Russia, America, European Union and Russia. It's like that.
And to a
And
certain
also
extent, I
China
think I
and
agree with America's stand that you have freedom to be you. If Ukraine wanted to be a part of NATO group, so be it. If Ukraine is an independent country, who are you to stop him? Yes, of course, you want to be wary of, you want to watchful what your neighbor is doing, where they are joining shaking hands. If my neighbor is shaking hands with my enemy, I got to be really careful for sure.
yeah, exactly.
And that is where Russia is right. If they thought NATO to be a threat, then Russia took its measures that they thought it's right. So then I say everybody's right. Russia is right. Ukraine is right. America is right. India is right. Everybody's right. Everybody's right. So, what is your subject matter expertise? What's your main subject that you would be writing lengthy papers on if you're selected for the administrative services and you crack through those steps?
Yeah, I choose geography.
Geography. Okay. So, geography like Bhugol.
Yeah, yeah, Google.
Okay. So, does it include the political geography or just the geography?
Yeah, it's all about like political, economic, and it's geography is a vast, so all the things included in this paper.
Okay.
Yeah. You changed the thumbnail because, as I remember, that your name was Mark. So,
Yes, yes, yes.
uh,
I realized Mark was very English, and I know I'm not in English, you know, and I think I mean it was my when I used to be in Bihar actually in 1990s. And that was my own personal handle. If I had an English name, I used to have my business card with Mark Frank back in 90s in Bihar. And I took that and played it on Hello Talk, same thing. But then I realized after some time, why keep that name anyways when I know I am not gonna be Mark ever. Right. I will be V. V is my first letter of my first name. I am Vishwajit, by the way, if you have not known me. Vishwajit Kumar Singh. And I come from Bihar. And
you can talk if you want to
yes,
tell me.
yes. So I decided to, and I'm very popularly addressed here by V because for so many people around here, it's so difficult to spell the whole name, pronounce the name. So I am very popularly addressed here, easily accepted here as V. And I've been in the coaching, training, mentoring forever since 1994. So I decided, okay, I'll be Coach V on social media channels.
Yeah.
So Coach V has his first debut podcast streaming on YouTube. I'd highly recommend you also to listen to. They are audio podcasts. And my podcast series name is Americanism Unzipped. It's about American culture. Culture shocks is my theme around which I write, and I've been talking more about it. And I think I offer navigation coaching in culture shock space. And that is where I want to excel. I want to connect. I want to network with more people, bring in more hosts and guests to talk more about it. I think it's fun to learn about new cultures, new languages, and get the deeper insights about various cultures as they give us window to our mind.
Yeah.
So how long have you been prepping for this civil services?
I'm preparing for 2 years, and I just wrote down the names like UPPCS,
Mm-hmm.
Uttar Pradesh Civil Services,
Okay.
and the latest
Congrats.
one. Yeah, yeah. So I'm confident for that. Maybe
Yes.
I will call like for interview.
Okay. Yeah, prepare hard, work harder. It's all possible.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's all possible. When you do your best, you will.
I am.
I think those are the best opportunities if, you know, to be in India. I mean, because you get power, you know, power of the administration, power of, power over people in certain ways. So I think it helps. If you deserve it, why not?
You're more familiar to like from Bihar and this student like experience are very for civil services and politics they are also really interested.
Yes, I
And
was
also
there for a long time and I went to JNU, Delhi.
okay.
So I'm very much familiar about the spirit of becoming a civil servant.
Uh,
I understand what values and what mindset it offers the moment you think about civil services. It's all right.
yeah.
All right, we are in the last 5 minutes. Did you have any question, Akhilesh, that I can respond to? I will wrap up today's call. I've been on this call for almost an hour and a half today. After a long time, I generally skip a lot.
Yeah. Can you write down in the comment box what the channel name, YouTube channel name?
Sure. This is Culture Shocks USA. And I'll send you my request as well, so you will have. Here we go. Thumbs up. Say hi to Akhilesh, and you get a message as well. That's the channel name. Yes. I have 10 episodes lined up. 5 are streaming, 5 more are coming in. There are various aspects of American life and culture. They're audio. It's good to listen on when you're on a drive or you're not busy with everything else, in a relaxed mood, have kind of a listening experience. Don't hesitate to talk, and actually it won't be bad if you want to come on the stage one of the days and I'll interview you about your life. Yes.
Okay. So I have to leave right now because someone is calling me.
Of course.
So,
Yes. Nice chatting with you, Akhilesh. Have a beautiful evening. Enjoy. Thank you very much.
yeah, have a good day, Mark.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right, folks. This is Coach V here on the West Coast, and now I see sun is bright outside, shining all its bright light on the green leaves, plants, and trees. This is early morning. Thank you all much for your support in one or the other ways. I truly appreciate this real, raw discussion about anything and everything that speaks closer to your heart. Don't hesitate to check out my first debut podcast series name, Americanism Unzipped. 5 episodes are streaming live on YouTube at my YouTube channel, Culture Shocks USA. And send in your thoughts and opinions and questions for any curiosity questions you may have across any social media channels. You may easily find me using Coach Veee handle. And I'd be able to bring you and have a discussion with you. I try to come every day live for a shorter period of time, at least even 10 or 15 minutes on a weekday, early morning, 6:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Times. That is just to spark your interest in conversation, and then later I do weekend conversation for 60 to 90 minutes, wherein we can deep dive and have a conversation about anything and everything that's possible. In today's call, we had you be you and I be me in our focus. That's the question or that's the thought that played on my mind very well. So I wanted to talk about it. And the gist of the message is everybody has right to be themselves. You allow me being me, and I allow you being you. We must all be our best. For the folks those who are joining me first time here, please do listen to the public announcement. And for today, that would be it. Thank you very much.
Paths as you dive into the rich, diverse world of culture shocks conversations with me. Thank you for being a part of this journey.